Pax Jolie Pitt has lived his entire life in the shadow of Hollywood's most famous parents. But now, at 20, he's finally speaking out and confirming the rumors we've all been wondering about. From shocking family secrets to his complex relationship with Brad Pitt, Pax is revealing the truth like never before. But stay tuned, what he says at the end will leave you stunned. Pax's journey has been anything but ordinary. His early years were marked by struggles few could imagine. Pax was born in Vietnam to Pham Thu Dung, a woman who struggled with heroin addiction. His mother's addiction severely impacted her ability to care for him. When Pax was just 2 days old, he was diagnosed with a liver problem, which added to the challenges of his early life. Unable to care for her infant due to her addiction and the medical needs of her child, Pham Thu Dung ultimately abandoned him. At this critical juncture, Pax was placed in the Tam Bin Orphan Center in Ho Chi Minh City. The orphanage, run by local volunteers, provided basic care and support to children who had been abandoned or whose families were unable to care for them. Pax's early environment was one of limited resources, where the children often faced health challenges and lacked the personal attention that many children need to thrive. In 2007, Pax's life took a dramatic turn when he was adopted by Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, who were then one of the most high-profile couples in Hollywood. Angelina Jolie, an established actress and UNHCR Goodwill Ambassador, had a long history of humanitarian work and was already an adoptive mother. She had previously adopted Maddox Sivan from Cambodia in 2002. By the time of Pax's adoption, Jolie was known for her commitment to adopting children from different backgrounds and providing them with a stable home. Pax's adoption process began with a request from Jolie and Pitt for a healthy young child. At the time, many of the children available for adoption in Vietnam were HIV positive or had other health issues. Given this situation, Jolie and Pitt were specifically looking for a child who was relatively healthy. Heidi Gonzalez, a worker with a non-profit organization that assists in international adoptions, was instrumental in helping facilitate the adoption. Gonzalez was looking for a suitable home for Pax, who was considered a healthy child despite his early medical issues. Jolie and Pitt's choice to adopt Pax was influenced by their desire to give a loving home to a child who had faced significant hardships. In March 2007, Pax was officially adopted by the Jolie Pitt family and was given the name Pax Thien. The name Pax means peace in Latin, while Thien means sky in Vietnamese. Thus, Pax Thien translates to peaceful sky, symbolizing a new beginning and a hopeful future. Pax is the younger brother to Maddox Sivan, who was the first child Jolie adopted and has a strong protective presence in Pax's life. As an older brother, Pax is also responsible for Zahara Marley, Shiloh Nouvel, Knox Leon, and Vivian Marshalline, his younger siblings. Zahara, adopted from Ethiopia, is known for her poise and maturity. Shiloh, the couple's first biological child, shares a close bond with Pax. Knox and Vivienne, the youngest of the Jolie Pitt children, were born in France and add a layer of youthful energy to the family dynamic. Upon his adoption, Jolie described Pax as a tough, remarkable little person. His early life in the Tam Bin Orphan Center had been marked by significant constraints. He spent over 3 years in a single room, sharing a small bed with other children. This environment was vastly different from the freedom and opportunities available to him in his new home with Jolie and Pitt. Jolie noted that Pax was adapting to his new environment with a mix of enthusiasm and difficulty. He spent 3.5 years of his life in one place, in one room, in this one little iron bed with 20 other kids, and having no choice for himself to do things, having no freedom, Jolie explained. The transition from this confined existence to a life with his adoptive family, which offered him a wide range of experiences and the freedom to express himself, was both exhilarating and challenging for Pax. Pax's personality reflects his complex history. Jolie has described him as wild and noted that he has a fondness for stuffed monkeys, a quirky detail that adds to his vibrant character. His dislike of paparazzi and tendency to get into trouble suggest that he is a spirited and strong-willed individual. These traits are likely a product of both his early experiences and his personality, which developed under unique circumstances. In 2011, 4 years after Pax's adoption, the Jolie Pitt family visited Vietnam, a gesture that highlighted their commitment to understanding and honoring Pax's heritage. Jolie articulated the importance of this visit, saying, "We owe Vietnam a visit, because Pax is due." This trip